Susan, 66, never imagined she'd find love again. After 42 years of marriage, losing her husband left her feeling invisible, like romance was something only younger women experienced. That was until an old friend, Henry, 71, asked her a simple but profound question. Susan, do you even know what men our age really find attractive? That question stopped her in her tracks. She had been so focused on what she had lost that she never considered what she still had to offer. Susan's story is not unique. Across America, over 19.5 million single seniors are navigating the world of dating, often rediscovering love in ways they never expected. And here's the surprising truth. What truly draws men to women over 60 has nothing to do with youth or perfection. Instead, it's about wisdom, kindness, confidence, and a passion for life. In this video, we'll reveal 7 surprising qualities that men genuinely notice in senior women. Things that may shift the way you see yourself and your relationships. Stay with us because these insights could open new doors to love and connection in your golden years. Number 1, authentic self-care, confidence in taking care of yourself. At 73, Linda from Miami worried that her arthritis and need for a cane made her less attractive. But at a senior brunch, she met Greg. What stood out to him? Her self-respect. I noticed how she respected her body, Greg later said. She didn't push herself beyond her limits, but she also didn't let health challenges stop her from enjoying life. This is a key insight. Self-care is not about looking younger. It's about valuing yourself. Men notice when a woman embraces her mature years with grace rather than resisting them. But what does authentic self-care look like, and why is it so important? Self-care is often mistaken for indulgence. Bubble baths, spa days, or treating yourself to something nice. While these can be enjoyable, true self-care is deeper than that. It's about how you treat yourself daily, physically, emotionally, and mentally. For older adults, self-care is about respecting and honoring where you are in life rather than longing for the past or fearing the future. It's about making choices that help you thrive rather than merely survive. 1. Physical self-care, honoring your body. Taking care of your physical health is one of the most visible forms of self-care. It's not about looking like you did at 30. It's about feeling strong and comfortable in your body. Sponsor A, movement that feels good exercise is often framed as something we have to do, but the right mindset makes all the difference. Instead of thinking of it as a punishment, see it as a way to honor your body. Find movement you enjoy, whether it's a morning walk, Tai Chi, swimming, or gentle yoga. Choose something that feels right for you. Listen to your body. Pushing yourself to exhaustion isn't self-care. Respecting your limits is. Consistency over intensity. You don't need to run marathons. Moving regularly in ways that feel good is more important. B, nutrition that nourishes you. Self-care means choosing foods that make you feel good, not just in the moment, but throughout the day. This doesn't mean restricting yourself, it means learning what helps your body function best. Eat for energy and longevity. Prioritize whole foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and plenty of hydration. Enjoy treats mindfully. A slice of cake at a gathering isn't unhealthy, it's about balance. Listen to your body's needs. Appetite and digestion change with age, so pay attention to what foods make you feel strong. C, rest and recovery. Aging bodies need rest, and quality sleep is a crucial part of self-care. Create a restful environment. A dark, quiet, and cool room supports deep sleep. Develop a bedtime routine. Reading, meditation, or gentle stretching before bed can improve sleep quality. Rest without guilt. Taking breaks and naps is part of respecting your body's needs, not a sign of weakness. 2. Emotional self-care. Being kind to yourself. Confidence comes from within, and how you speak to yourself matters. A. Let go of comparisons. The beauty industry and social media often make aging seem like something to fight against. But true self-care is about appreciating yourself as you are. Shift your focus. Instead of looking at wrinkles as flaws, see them as marks of experience and wisdom. Surround yourself with positive influences. Follow people who inspire and uplift rather than make you feel inadequate. Embrace the present moment. Instead of longing for your younger years, find beauty in where you are now. B. Speak to yourself with kindness. Your inner voice is powerful. If you constantly criticize yourself, it's hard to feel confident. Challenge negative thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking, I look old, replace it with, I look like someone who has lived a full life. Celebrate small wins. Did you go for a walk? Drink enough water? Smile today? Every small act of self-care deserves recognition. Forgive yourself. If you make mistakes or fall short of your goals, be gentle with yourself. C. Set boundaries to protect your peace. As we age, we become more aware of how precious time is. Self-care means spending time with people who uplift you and distancing yourself from negativity. Learn to say no. If something drains your energy, it's okay to decline. Prioritize relationships that make you feel good. Surround yourself with those who respect and appreciate you. Create a peaceful space. Whether it's a quiet morning routine or a cozy reading corner, have a place where you feel calm. 3. Mental and spiritual self-care. Nurturing the mind and soul. Self-care isn't just about the body, it's also about keeping your mind and spirit healthy. Lifelong learning and curiosity. Keeping your brain engaged is a form of self-care. Learn something new. Whether it's a new language, skill, or hobby, keep challenging yourself. Read and stay informed. Staying mentally active can help prevent cognitive decline. Engage in meaningful conversations. Connect with people who make you think and grow. Mindfulness and meditation. Being present is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Practice gratitude. Start or end your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. Try meditation or deep breathing. Even 5 minutes a day can bring clarity and calm. Engage in activities that bring peace. Gardening, painting, or listening to music can be forms of meditation. Number C, connection to something greater. For many, spirituality is a key part of self-care. Engage in prayer, meditation, or reflection. Spend time in nature. Walks in the park, listening to birds, or feeling the sun on your skin can be spiritually uplifting. Give back. Acts of kindness and volunteering can bring deep fulfillment. The confidence that comes from self-care. Linda's story reminds us that self-care is about respecting yourself, which naturally makes you more attractive to others, not in the superficial sense, but in a way that radiates from within. When you take care of yourself with love and attention, people notice. More importantly, you notice. You feel stronger, more capable, and more at peace. A question to reflect on. How do you take care of yourself in a way that makes you feel good? Take a moment to think about the small and big ways you can honor yourself today. Because when you care for yourself, you're not just maintaining health, you're showing yourself the love and respect you truly deserve. Number 2, genuine listening. The power of making others feel heard. At 69, Eleanor from Seattle worried that her hearing aids would make conversations awkward, but at every social gathering, men gravitated toward her. One of them, Paul, later shared, "She made everyone feel heard. Even when she missed a word, she paid attention like it mattered." Men notice women who listen with presence. Listening is not just about hearing words, it's about making someone feel important. Have you ever had a conversation where you felt truly heard? How did it make you feel? The power of genuine listening extends far beyond romantic relationships. It transforms friendships, workplace dynamics, and even brief interactions with strangers. When someone feels truly heard, they feel valued, respected, and understood. In a world where people often listen to respond rather than to understand, genuine listening becomes a rare and cherished quality. What is genuine listening? Genuine listening involves more than just keeping quiet while someone else speaks. It is an active and engaged process that includes giving full attention, making eye contact, putting away distractions, and being mentally present. Empathy and understanding, trying to see things from the other person's perspective. Asking thoughtful questions, encouraging the speaker to express themselves further. Reflecting back what is heard. Paraphrasing or summarizing to show comprehension. Avoiding interruptions. Letting the other person finish their thoughts before responding. Eleanor excelled at all these. She wasn't just waiting for her turn to talk. She was fully engaged. Even when she didn't catch every word due to her hearing aids, she showed that the speaker's thoughts and emotions mattered to her. Being truly heard is an emotional experience. Studies show that people who feel heard and understood experience lower stress levels, higher self-esteem, and stronger social connections. This is because being heard fulfills a basic human need for validation and connection. Think about the last time someone listened to you with their full attention. You probably felt comfortable opening up, safe in their presence, and respected. Conversely, when someone half listens, constantly checks their phone, or responds with generic phrases, the conversation feels hollow and unfulfilling. For Eleanor, genuine listening became her superpower. People felt drawn to her not because she had the perfect responses, but because she created a space where they felt important. If you want to become a better listener, practice these techniques. 1. Be present. Presence is the foundation of deep listening. It means focusing entirely on the speaker rather than planning your response, thinking about your to-do list, or getting distracted by notifications. When you give someone your full presence, they can sense it. Tip: before entering a conversation, take a deep breath and mentally commit to being present. If your mind drifts, gently bring it back to the moment. 2. Use non-verbal cues. Body language speaks volumes. Nodding, maintaining eye contact, and leaning slightly forward show engagement. Smiling and mirroring the other person's expressions help build rapport. Tip: if you're in a setting where eye contact feels intense, such as across a table, look at the person's eyebrows or nose bridge. It creates the same effect without feeling overwhelming. 3. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage deeper conversation by asking questions that invite more than a yes or no answer. Questions like, how did that make you feel? Or what was that experience like for you? Show interest and curiosity. Tip: avoid why questions when discussing sensitive topics, as they can make the speaker feel defensive. Instead of, why did you do that? Try, what led you to that decision? 4. Reflect and validate. Paraphrasing and summarizing what the speaker said shows you were listening and understood their message. Statements like, so you're saying that you felt unappreciated at work and that was really frustrating for you? Validate their emotions. Tip: even if you don't agree with someone's perspective, you can validate their feelings. Saying, I see why that was upsetting for you, acknowledges their emotions without implying agreement. 5. Resist the urge to fix sometimes. People just want to be heard, not given solutions. Jumping in with advice too soon can make them feel like their emotions are being dismissed. Tip: before offering advice, ask, would you like support, or do you just need me to listen? This clarifies the speaker's needs. People who listen well naturally attract others. Friends confide in them, colleagues respect them, and romantic partners feel deeply connected to them. Eleanor's ability to make others feel heard turned her into a social magnet, despite her initial fears about her hearing aids. In the workplace, great listeners become great leaders. Employees who feel heard by their managers are more engaged, productive, and loyal. In personal relationships, listening fosters trust and intimacy, preventing misunderstandings and resentment from building up over time. In a world where everyone wants to be heard, those who listen stand out. Genuine listening is a gift you give others, but it also benefits you. It deepens relationships, enhances communication, and enriches your understanding of the world. So the next time you engage in conversation, remember Eleanor. Even with imperfect hearing, she mastered the art of listening, and that made all the difference. 3, kindness toward others, the most attractive trait. Margaret, 72, had no idea that her small daily acts of kindness would catch the attention of someone special. Every morning she greeted the staff at her local coffee shop by name, always remembering to ask how they were doing. Her warmth and genuine concern for others shone through in these simple moments. One day, Ray, 75, a retired school principal, happened to be sitting in the corner of the cafe, observing her interactions. He watched as she patiently helped an elderly man carry his tray, shared a warm smile with a young mother struggling with her toddler, and left a generous tip for the barista. Ray thought to himself, I could tell in an instant what kind of person she was. Ray had spent years longing for companionship, but found it difficult to meet someone who truly understood him. He had always believed that kindness was the most important quality in a partner. And here, right before his eyes, was a woman who embodied everything he admired. Over the next few weeks, he mustered the courage to introduce himself. What began as casual morning conversations soon turned into deeper discussions about life, family, and shared memories of their youth. As their friendship grew, so did Ray's admiration for Margaret's gentle heart. It was not long before he realized he had found someone truly special. A study found that 82% of men over 65 rank kindness as the most attractive quality in a woman, far above looks or financial status. This statistic underscores a fundamental truth. As people age, what truly matters in a relationship shifts from superficial attributes to deeper, more enduring traits. While youth may be captivated by physical beauty, maturity teaches us that a kind heart can sustain love far longer than a youthful appearance ever could. Kindness signals many things about a person's character. It suggests emotional intelligence, compassion, and the ability to nurture a meaningful connection. When someone consistently treats others with respect and generosity, it shows that they are dependable, loving, and capable of maintaining a harmonious relationship. More than anything, kindness fosters an atmosphere of warmth and trust, two essential ingredients for a fulfilling and lasting bond. Think about this. When was the last time you witnessed an act of kindness that left a lasting impression on you? Perhaps it was a stranger holding the door open when your hands were full, or a friend who called just to check in on you. These moments, though seemingly small, can have a profound impact on our hearts. Margaret never thought much about her daily interactions, but to those around her, they were significant. The barista at the coffee shop always looked forward to her cheerful greeting. The young mother appreciated the encouragement in her smile. The elderly man she helped was touched by her generosity. And for Ray, her kindness was the spark that rekindled his hope for companionship and love. Psychologists have long studied the link between kindness and attraction. Research suggests that acts of kindness release oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone. This hormone plays a crucial role in bonding and trust, making people feel more connected to one another. Additionally, kindness triggers dopamine production, the same chemical responsible for feelings of happiness and pleasure. In other words, when someone is kind, they not only make others feel good, but also enhance their own well-being. From an evolutionary standpoint, kindness is a trait that signals a person's ability to form strong social bonds. Humans have survived and thrived because of cooperation and mutual care. When we see someone being kind, we instinctively recognize them as a valuable companion, someone who will support and nurture those around them. The good news is that kindness is not a fixed trait, it can be cultivated. By making a conscious effort to be kinder, we can improve not only our relationships, but also our own emotional health. Here are some simple ways to integrate kindness into daily life. 1. Practice active listening. When engaging in conversation, focus on truly understanding the other person rather than just waiting for your turn to speak. Validate their feelings and offer words of encouragement. 2. Express gratitude. A simple thank you can go a long way in making someone feel appreciated. Express gratitude towards loved ones, colleagues, and even strangers. 3. Offer a helping hand. Whether it's assisting a neighbor with groceries or volunteering at a community event, small gestures of support create a ripple effect of positivity. 4. Be patient and understanding. Everyone has their struggles. Approaching situations with patience and empathy can transform interactions and build stronger relationships. 5. Perform random acts of kindness. Surprise a friend with a thoughtful note, pay for someone's coffee, or donate to a local charity. These unexpected moments can brighten someone's day and reinforce a sense of connection. One of the most beautiful aspects of kindness is its ripple effect. When someone experiences an act of kindness, they are more likely to pass it on to others. Margaret's kindness in the coffee shop didn't just impact Ray, it spread to the baristas, the elderly man, the young mother, and countless others who witnessed it. Each small act creates a chain reaction, making the world a more compassionate place. In romantic relationships, this ripple effect can deepen bonds and strengthen emotional intimacy. When kindness is at the foundation of a partnership, it fosters an environment where both individuals feel valued and supported. Couples who regularly practice kindness towards each other report higher levels of satisfaction and resilience, even in the face of challenges. At any stage of life, choosing to be kind is one of the most powerful decisions we can make. While youth may chase after fleeting attractions, those with wisdom understand that true beauty lies in the warmth of a person's heart. Margaret and Ray's story is a testament to the enduring power of kindness, not just in romance, but in all aspects of life. So the next time you find yourself in a simple, everyday moment, whether it's at a coffee shop, in a grocery store, or on a quiet park bench, consider the impact of a small, kind gesture. You never know who might be watching and how your kindness might change their world. Number 4, confident body language and presence. Diana, 74, used to feel self-conscious after hip surgery. She moved slower, used a cane, and thought it made her seem weak. But one evening at a senior dance event, she embraced her new rhythm, and that's when George, 76, noticed her. She walked with dignity, smiled warmly, and stood tall. That confidence was beautiful, he said. Confidence is magnetic at any age. How you carry yourself speaks volumes about your self-worth. In our later years, it's common to experience physical changes that can affect our posture, gait, or overall presence. However, confidence is not about perfection. It's about how we present ourselves to the world despite our perceived limitations. This article will explore confident body language can transform your interactions, boost self-esteem, and enhance your overall well-being. Body language is a silent yet powerful form of communication. Studies suggest that over 70% of communication is nonverbal. Before you even speak, your posture, facial expressions, and movements convey messages about how you feel and how others perceive you. For older adults, developing confident body language can improve social interactions and relationships, reduce feelings of self-consciousness or insecurity, increase self-respect and the respect others have for you, enhance mental well-being by fostering a positive self-image. Key elements of confident body language. 1. Posture. Stand tall and open. Good posture is the foundation of confident body language. Slouching or hunching over can make you appear insecure or tired, while standing tall projects confidence and self-assurance. Here's how to maintain an open, strong posture. Keep your shoulders back and relaxed. Align your head with your spine rather than craning forward. Avoid crossing your arms, which can signal defensiveness. Imagine a string pulling you gently upward from the crown of your head. If mobility challenges make it difficult to maintain an upright posture, use support like a well-adjusted cane or walker. Carrying yourself with pride, regardless of physical limitations, radiates confidence. 2. Eye contact, the window to connection. Maintaining eye contact shows attentiveness, warmth, and self-assurance. Many older adults, especially those who feel shy or withdrawn, tend to avoid eye contact, which can be misinterpreted as disinterest or lack of confidence. Try this. When speaking, look directly at the person, but avoid staring. If eye contact feels intimidating, focus on the area between their eyes. In group settings, engage different people with your gaze to create inclusivity. 3. Facial expressions. Let your confidence shine. A smile is one of the simplest yet most effective tools for conveying confidence. Smiling not only makes you appear more approachable, but also improves your mood by releasing endorphins. Other important aspects include keeping your facial expressions relaxed and engaged, nodding slightly to show attentiveness in conversations, avoiding excessive frowning or furrowing your brows, which can unintentionally signal worry or discomfort. 4. Gestures. Speak with your hands. Using your hands naturally while talking can enhance your message and make you seem more confident and expressive. However, avoid excessive or frantic hand movements, which can be distracting. Open gestures, such as palms facing slightly upward, indicate honesty and openness. Avoid fidgeting, clenching fists, or crossing arms, as these can signal anxiety or defensiveness. Use deliberate, smooth movements to reinforce your words. 5. Walking with confidence. Your gait communicates a lot about your confidence level. Even if you move slower than you used to, adopting a purposeful and steady pace can make a big difference. Take measured, intentional steps rather than shuffling or rushing. Keep your head up and eyes forward instead of looking down. If using a mobility aid, hold it with confidence rather than as a crutch of insecurity. 6. Voice and tone. Speak with assurance. The way you speak is just as important as body language. A strong yet warm voice exudes confidence, while a hesitant or overly soft tone may signal uncertainty. Speak clearly and at a moderate pace. Avoid speaking too quickly or trailing off at the end of sentences. Use a steady tone with natural variations to maintain engagement. Take deep breaths to support vocal strength. It's natural to feel self-conscious about physical changes that come with aging, but true confidence is not about looking youthful. It's about embracing yourself as you are. Here are some mindset shifts to help. Reframe your perspective. Instead of seeing a cane as a sign of weakness, view it as a tool of independence. Focus on what you can control. Posture, eye contact, and voice tone are all within your power. Dress in a way that makes you feel confident. Well-fitted, comfortable clothing can boost your self-image. Celebrate experience and wisdom. Confidence grows when you recognize the value of your lived experiences. If you want to develop more confident body language, practice these simple exercises. 1. Power pose practice. Stand in front of a mirror and take a power pose. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands on hips or relaxed at your sides. Shoulders back, chin slightly lifted. Hold this pose for 2 minutes. Studies show that adopting a power pose can increase feelings of confidence. And 2, the smile exercise. Each morning, look in the mirror and smile at yourself for 30 seconds. This can help condition your brain to associate confidence with your reflection. 3, slow and intentional walking. When walking, consciously slow down and take deliberate, balanced steps. Avoid rushing or shuffling. Move with purpose and confidence. 4, breathing for vocal strength. Practice deep breathing exercises. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts. This helps support a steady, confident voice. 5, eye contact. Practice the next time you engage in conversation. Focus on maintaining natural eye contact. If this feels difficult, practice by looking at a point between the eyes of your conversation partner. Let's return to Diana's story. At first, she worried that her cane made her seem fragile. But when she embraced her movement with dignity, she found that others responded to her differently. Her confidence wasn't about walking without a cane. It was about the way she carried herself despite it. Her experience teaches us that confidence isn't about eliminating imperfections, but about owning who you are. As George noticed, true confidence radiates from within. Confidence is ageless. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, the way you present yourself influences how others see you and how you see yourself. By adopting confident body language, you can transform your presence, strengthen relationships, and move through life with greater self-assurance. Start today. Stand tall, smile warmly, walk with purpose, and embrace the beauty of confidence at every stage of life. 5, the warmth of your voice and tone. Gloria, 76, worried that her voice had become too husky with age. She had always prided herself on her ability to engage others in conversation, but lately she felt self-conscious. Had her voice lost the charm and clarity it once had? Would people find it less pleasant? These thoughts weighed heavily on her mind until one evening at her book club, when Walter, a fellow senior and longtime friend, offered an unexpected perspective. "Your voice has warmth," he said with a smile. "It makes people feel at ease." Walter's words lingered in Gloria's thoughts long after the book club meeting ended. She began to notice how people reacted to her voice, not with discomfort or disinterest, but with engagement and attentiveness. Her grandchildren leaned in when she spoke, drawn in by the softness and familiarity of her tone. Strangers at the grocery store often smiled and chatted with her after she greeted them. Perhaps Walter was right. Her voice wasn't something to worry about, but something to embrace. Studies show that people often find mature voices more appealing than younger ones. This is particularly true for men who, research suggests, are drawn to voices that carry experience, kindness, and wisdom. It's not about having a flawless voice, but about how you use it. Think about it. Have you ever met someone whose voice instantly made you feel comfortable? Perhaps it was a teacher whose gentle tone reassured you during a stressful moment, or a grandparent whose storytelling voice wrapped around you like a cozy blanket. A warm voice has the power to soothe, to comfort, and to connect on a deep emotional level. A warm voice isn't about perfect pitch or youthful clarity. It's about the way words are spoken, with patience, sincerity, and genuine interest in the listener. This kind of voice invites trust and fosters relationships. It's why radio hosts with rich, calming tones become beloved figures, why some actors' voices remain iconic, and why certain people leave lasting impressions just by the way they speak. As we age, our voices naturally change. The vocal cords lose elasticity and the muscles that support them weaken. This can lead to a voice that sounds huskier, thinner, or even shakier. But rather than seeing these changes as limitations, we can view them as markers of a life well lived. A voice that carries years of stories, laughter, and wisdom holds a special kind of beauty. The slight rasp in an older voice can add depth, making it more engaging. Think of the legendary voices of actors like Morgan Freeman or Judi Dench, full of texture and character. Their voices are revered not because they sound young, but because they exude experience, confidence, and warmth. If you want to enhance the warmth in your voice, consider these simple yet effective techniques. 1. Speak with intention and emotion. Warmth in a voice often comes from the emotions behind it. When you speak, let your feelings shape your words. Whether you're expressing joy, compassion, or curiosity, your voice will naturally soften and engage your listener. 2. Slow down and breathe. A hurried voice can sound tense or anxious. By slowing down and taking full breaths, you create a sense of calm. This not only makes your voice sound warmer, but also gives your words more impact. 3. Use a gentle tone. Tone plays a major role in how our voices are perceived. A harsh or clipped tone can create distance, while a gentle, rounded tone invites connection. Try lowering your pitch slightly and avoiding abrupt changes in volume. 4. Smile while speaking. It may sound simple, but smiling while you speak naturally adds warmth to your tone. Even over the phone, listeners can hear the difference in a voice that carries a smile. 5. Hydrate and care for your voice. A well-hydrated throat helps maintain a smooth, pleasant voice. Drinking warm tea with honey, avoiding excessive caffeine, and staying hydrated throughout the day can prevent your voice from becoming too dry or strained. A voice that carries warmth does more than just sound pleasant, it strengthens relationships. When we speak with warmth, we make people feel valued and understood. This is especially important in friendships, family dynamics, and even professional settings. Imagine a doctor delivering difficult news with a cold, detached tone versus one who speaks with empathy and care. The latter makes a world of difference. The same principle applies in everyday interactions. A warm voice can diffuse conflicts, offer comfort in times of distress, and make even mundane conversations feel meaningful. For older adults, a warm voice can be a powerful tool in maintaining social connections. It invites younger generations to listen and engage, fostering intergenerational bonds. It helps keep friendships strong, ensuring that the interactions remain fulfilling rather than transactional. Gloria's story reminds us that self-perception isn't always reality. We might worry that our voices have lost their youthful clarity, but others may hear them as warm and reassuring. Learning to embrace our natural voices, flaws and all, can be a liberating experience. Confidence in your voice comes from understanding its value. A voice that has carried decades of love, lessons and laughter is something to cherish. It is uniquely yours, shaped by your experiences and the life you've lived. So the next time you hesitate to speak up, remember, it's not about having a perfect voice. It's about using the one you have with kindness, sincerity and warmth. Your voice has the power to touch lives. Use it well and let it be a gift to those who hear it. 5. Hydrate and care for your voice. A well-hydrated throat helps maintain a smooth, pleasant voice. Drinking warm tea with honey, avoiding excessive caffeine and staying hydrated throughout the day can prevent your voice from becoming too dry or strained. A voice that carries warmth does more than just sound pleasant. It strengthens relationships. When we speak with warmth, we make people feel valued and understood. This is especially important in friendships, family dynamics, and even professional settings. Imagine a doctor delivering difficult news with a cold, detached tone versus one who speaks with empathy and care. The latter makes a world of difference. The same principle applies in everyday interactions. A warm voice can diffuse conflicts, offer comfort in times of distress, and make even mundane conversations feel meaningful. For older adults, a warm voice can be a powerful tool in maintaining social connections. It invites younger generations to listen and engage, fostering intergenerational bonds. It helps keep friendships strong, ensuring that interactions remain fulfilling rather than transactional. Gloria's story reminds us that self-perception isn't always reality. We might worry that our voices have lost their youthful clarity, but others may hear them as warm and reassuring. Learning to embrace our natural voices, flaws and all, can be a liberating experience. Confidence in your voice comes from understanding its value. A voice that has carried decades of love, lessons, and laughter is something to cherish. It is uniquely yours, shaped by your experiences and the life you've lived. So the next time you hesitate to speak up, remember, it's not about having a perfect voice. It's about using the one you have with kindness, sincerity, and warmth. Your voice has the power to touch lives. Use it well and let it be a gift to those who hear it. Think about the last time you spoke to someone who was truly passionate about something. Maybe they were an amateur astronomer who could talk for hours about the stars, or a history buff who shared fascinating stories about the past. Passion is not just about knowledge, it's about the way someone's face lights up when they talk about something they love. Why is passion so attractive? Because it's a sign of life. It shows that a person is engaged with the world, that they have a spark inside them. Passionate people inspire others. They remind us that life is meant to be lived with excitement, curiosity, and joy. Many people associate passion with big, life-changing experiences, traveling the world, starting a business, writing a novel. But the most enduring and fulfilling passions often come from the small things, the moments we cherish, the simple joys that make life meaningful. For Alice, it was gardening. For Frank, it was telling stories, watching people's reactions as he spun tales about his life, making them laugh, helping them see the beauty in everyday moments. For someone else, it might be cooking, the joy of experimenting with flavors, of preparing a meal that brings people together. Bird watching, the quiet thrill of spotting a rare bird, the patience required to appreciate nature's rhythm. Music, the way a favorite song can instantly change a mood, or the satisfaction of learning to play an instrument at any age. Dancing, moving freely, feeling the music and letting go of self-consciousness. Volunteering, the fulfillment of making a difference, of connecting with others through kindness. The beauty of passion is that it doesn't have to be something others understand. It just has to bring you joy. Some people believe that as they get older, passion fades, that once they reach a certain age, excitement belongs to the young. But this is one of the biggest myths about aging. Passion is not a privilege of the young. It is a choice available to everyone at any stage of life. There are countless examples of people finding new passions in their later years. Grandma Moses began painting in her 70s and became a world-famous artist. Harlan Sanders, better known as Colonel Sanders, started KFC in his 60s. Tao Porchon Lynch continued teaching yoga into her 90s, proving that physical activity and joy have no expiration date. It's never too late to discover or rediscover what makes you feel alive. Passion not only makes a person more attractive in a general sense, but it also strengthens relationships. When two people share their enthusiasm, they create a deeper bond. Alice and Frank became close because they both found joy in gardening, but their connection went beyond that. They started sharing memories, dreams, and lessons learned over the years. Their conversations weren't just about plants, they were about life. Imagine a couple where one partner loves photography and the other enjoys nature walks. They might not share the same primary passion, but their interests complement each other. One takes pictures while the other enjoys the outdoors. Their shared experiences create moments of joy. When people bring their passions into relationships, whether friendships, romantic connections, or family bonds, it strengthens their connection and brings more meaning to their interactions. What brings joy to your life? If you ever feel like your days are routine, like something is missing, ask yourself, what is something that used to excite me? When do I feel most engaged, most alive? What do I lose track of time doing? What is something I've always wanted to try but never did? Passion doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as rediscovering a childhood hobby, picking up a book about a topic you love, or joining a community where you can share your enthusiasm with others. Maybe it's learning a new language, baking homemade bread, or writing poetry. Whatever it is, embrace it. Let it be a source of energy in your life. Passion is not just personal, it spreads. When you are passionate about something, you inspire others. Alice inspired Frank. Frank inspired the entire gardening group, and together they created a space where others found joy. One person's enthusiasm can brighten a room, uplift a community, and bring unexpected joy into another's life. So what is something that brings joy to your life? And when was the last time you truly embraced it? Now is the perfect time to start. Number 7, positive personal energy, the ultimate attraction. Attraction isn't just about physical appearance, wealth, or shared interests. It runs deeper than that. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked qualities that make someone truly attractive is their energy. The way they carry themselves, the emotional atmosphere they create, and the aura they bring into a room. For older adults, attraction transcends superficial factors. It becomes more about the energy one exudes, their emotional stability, and the ability to create a space of warmth and positivity. People naturally gravitate toward those who radiate calm, joy, and resilience. Rose, 75, had seen life's ups and downs. She had lost her husband after 40 years of marriage. She had battled arthritis for years, making daily movements difficult. Yet, when people met her, the first thing they noticed wasn't her struggles. It was her quiet joy. She had a soft yet firm presence, a sense of peace that made those around her feel lighter. She didn't deny the hardships she had faced, but she didn't allow them to define her. Instead, she embraced each day with gratitude. She focused on what she could do rather than what she had lost. Her laughter was easy, her conversations thoughtful, and her kindness unwavering. James, 77, met Rose at a community centre. Initially, he admired her from afar. She had a way of making people feel at ease. When they finally started talking, he found himself captivated, not by her looks, nor by their shared experiences, but by the energy she carried. She doesn't ignore life's difficulties, but she doesn't let them define her either, James later told a friend. That energy, that resilience, that choice to embrace life with joy, those were the things that drew him to her. A study on senior relationships found that 84% of couples attributed emotional stability and positive energy as key factors in their attraction. While physical attraction may play a role in the early stages of a relationship, long-term connection relies on something deeper. Positive personal energy fosters emotional security, makes interactions enjoyable, and creates a sense of peace. When people are around those with an uplifting presence, they're supported rather than drained, inspired rather than discouraged. This emotional nourishment is what sustains deep, meaningful connections. Think about the people you love being around. Chances are they lift you up instead of weighing you down. They bring warmth, laughter, and a sense of ease. On the other hand, those who are consistently negative, complaining, or pessimistic tend to drain the energy of those around them. The good news is that positive energy isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you can cultivate. Here's how. 1. Practice gratitude. One of the simplest yet most profound ways to shift your energy is through gratitude. People who regularly practice gratitude tend to be happier, more resilient, and more attractive to others. Each day, take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. It could be something as simple as a sunny day, a kind conversation, or the ability to move your body. By focusing on what's good in your life, you naturally cultivate a more positive presence. 2. Embrace life with acceptance. Life is full of ups and downs. Those who radiate positive energy aren't those who have never faced hardship, but those who have learned to accept life as it is. Instead of dwelling on what they cannot change, they focus on what they can control, their attitude, their perspective, and their response to challenges. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means choosing to move forward with grace and resilience. When you accept the realities of life without resentment, you become a source of peace for yourself and others. 3. Be mindful of your words and thoughts. Words have power. The way we speak about life, ourselves, and others directly impacts our energy. Constant complaining, negativity, and criticism create a heavy, unattractive energy. On the other hand, words of encouragement, appreciation, and kindness uplift not only those around us, but also ourselves. Pay attention to your inner dialogue as well. What do you say to yourself daily? Are your thoughts filled with self-doubt and fear, or do they reflect self-compassion and confidence? The more you cultivate a positive mindset, the more your energy shifts in a way that attracts others. 4. Take care of your body and spirit. Isn't just emotional, it's also physical. When you care for your body through proper nutrition, movement, and rest, you naturally exude a stronger, more vibrant presence. Movement, even gentle activities like stretching or walking, can boost your mood and energy. Eating nourishing foods supports overall well-being. Taking time for spiritual or mindful practices, whether meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature, helps maintain a sense of inner peace.
5.
Choose joy in small moments. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a way of experiencing life. Those with radiant energy find joy in simple things, whether it's savouring a cup of tea, laughing at a funny memory, or listening to the sound of birds in the morning. They appreciate life's small pleasures. By consciously choosing joy, you send out an energy that others can't help but be drawn to. The most attractive people aren't always the youngest, wealthiest, or most accomplished. They are the ones who bring light into a room, who make others feel seen and valued, who radiate a quiet confidence and warmth. For older adults seeking meaningful relationships, whether romantic, friendships, or deep connections with family, this energy is the key. It's what makes others want to be around you, to engage in conversation, to share their own thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. James fell in love with Rose not because of her past, but because of her present, the way she lived with grace, resilience, and an open heart. Her energy was magnetic, making her a source of comfort and joy to those around her. And the beautiful thing? Anyone can cultivate that same energy. By choosing gratitude, embracing life with acceptance, being mindful of our thoughts and words, caring for our body and spirit, and finding joy in the everyday, we naturally become the kind of person that others are drawn to. Because at the end of the day, positive personal energy is the ultimate attraction. These 7 qualities, self-care, genuine listening, kindness, confidence, warmth, enthusiasm, and positive energy, have nothing to do with looking younger. They all come from within. Barbara, the woman from our introduction, once felt invisible in the dating world. She believed that aging had taken away her ability to connect romantically, that she had somehow lost her spark. But when she stopped trying to appear younger and instead embraced her age with confidence and authenticity, everything changed. She started attracting people who valued her for who she truly was. Today, she is in a fulfilling relationship, not because she fought against aging, but because she embraced it. And the truth is, the same power exists within you. Your life experience is not a limitation, it's your greatest strength. Every laugh line, every challenge overcome, every lesson learned has shaped you into the incredible person you are today. When you bring that wisdom into your interactions with friends, family, or even in the dating world, you radiate something that no amount of external change can replicate: authenticity. So take a moment to reflect. Which of these qualities speaks to you the most? Have you ever felt the power of kindness to heal, confidence to uplift, or passion to inspire? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if this message resonated with you, consider supporting this channel by liking this video, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Our mission is to empower you to live fully, love deeply, and embrace every stage of life with confidence. Thank you for watching, and always remember, you are never too old for meaningful connections.